Bitcoin is bouncing off a crucial support zone right now, guys. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the weekly market update. We do these every single week. We did it last week. If you watched the one from last week, we identified this massive support zone on Bitcoin, the $60,000 support zone that I covered last week. If you go back and watch that video, market dumping coming, we were around $64,000 and we came down. Okay, we dumped down to 60, all the way down to $60,000. Okay, nice big dump, guys. Okay, that's exactly what we predicted. Go and watch it if you haven't watched it already. I predicted this exact thing was going to happen. I didn't quite expect it to happen that quickly. I expect it to happen after a few economic releases, but it started happening quite quickly after I released that video. So go back and watch that if you haven't watched it already. But in this video, I'm going to be covering what I think is going to happen next on Bitcoin and the stock markets. Okay, I'm going to be going through both markets for you guys, okay, for absolutely free. Okay, guys, so stay tuned, watch this video now. I'm going to predict and do some technical analysis on what I think is going to happen next. Okay, I identified the $60,000 support zone on Bitcoin. This is exactly what happened. We came into the 4-5 Fibonacci retracement, and we are now bouncing off there. I like this this low here. Okay, I like this low because we came down, we tested the 60,000, and we broken the, technically broken the 60,000 psychological level. I didn't want Bitcoin to hold exactly 60,000 because usually it comes down, takes out some stop losses, and that's exactly what happened. And this was on Wednesday. We came down, we took it once more, and now we're bouncing. We took out some stop losses, and we are now bouncing from below 60,000. So I like this low. I do like it. Okay, it's a very solid support level. 60,000 has been a very solid support level for Bitcoin, throughout this whole sideways correction that we've had going on. Okay, so we are now nicely bouncing off this level. I have an open long position in this zone here. I longed around 60,000, 60,500. That's my long position, and I am currently holding that position. The members in my group know this. I'm currently holding this position, and I'm expecting some upward movement. We have some economic events I'm going to be going over in the video. We have, we had the geopolitical tensions that kind of accelerated this move down on Monday when Iran launched some missiles on Israel. So we have to pay attention to these things, guys, okay, because these type of events, they move markets, so we have to pay attention to those events. Now, if Israel responds with something out of the ordinary or something, that we're not expecting, then, we can easily fall down again. Okay, so we have to take that into consideration. Right now, for me, what's going to happen next is a little bit 50-50. Okay, so, if we don't get too much negative news on the geopolitical front, then I think we can continue rallying and start pushing higher towards higher prices. But for me, I'm taking it level by level now, guys. Okay, we bounced off a crucial support zone, and now for me, I'm looking at what's going to happen into this imbalance now. Okay, guys, so we have this daily imbalance, this imbalance gap, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to start trading towards that gap. Okay, if I put on the fixed range, we are right now trading right next to the big point of control. Okay, $63,000. I think we can we're gonna, you know, fill it all out. Okay, so what do I mean by that is this whole volume. Okay, I believe this is where you're gonna start finding your major resistance, the top of it. So this is like a bell curve. On the edges of the bell curve, you can see this dip in volume on this bell curve. For me, this is where you're going to start finding your resistance, because this is where you get the, you know, lack of interest. You know, this is where we have lesser volume, so it's easier to manipulate. So if shorts start coming in here, or we have lack of interest from buyers, then, you know, we can kind of dump. And this kind of lines up exactly, you know, in this imbalance zone. Okay, so that's why, you know, when we dumped straight down through it quite quickly, because we didn't get the volume, so they were able to manipulate price. Okay, so what can happen now? There's two scenarios. I do think we'll clear this pretty soon. Maybe, you know, Monday, Tuesday. We can come up into here, and if we get a lack of interest from the buyers, we can easily start pushing back down, guys. Okay. So bear that in mind. We can easily start pushing back down here if we get lack of interest, or, you know, the sellers step in and we push price back down. Scenario number 2 is we start trading within it and then, you know, start pushing higher. Or scenario number 3 is we just blast through. For me, the most favorable scenario I've got right now is I think we are going to face some form of resistance here. So I am going to be looking to take off my long position that I have opened here. Okay, I'm going to be looking to take full profits on that. I'm not going to try and run this and get greedy and try to run it to the highs. I'm just going to take profits in this zone if we get here. Okay, it's not guaranteed that we get here, guys. Okay, we could just, you know, open on Monday and just dump down. Okay, that's a scenario. But for me, the most favorable scenario is, I believe, this zone, this imbalance zone, we are going to get resistance. What I'm hoping is we hold the point of control. Okay, so we clear this point of control, we come into this imbalance, we fill it, we hold it, and then we start pushing higher. That's my favorite scenario. That's what I think is the most likely scenario to happen next. However, if we push past and we get heavy selling, and, you know, we can't hold this zone. Okay, so this zone here, this bulk of volume, if we can't hold it and we start, you know, trading under it, then for me this is going to get really, really bearish, guys. Okay, how far down can we go? Sorry, not sure what happened there, but how far down can we go? Okay, how far down can we go? So for me, the maximum I would say, I don't want to see this happening, guys. Okay, for me it's quite bearish if this happens. But if I'm to pull an overall Fibonacci level, okay, we've got the 618 and the 705 around 54k, 55k. Okay, yeah, if we come down here, guys, potentially I'll be interested in a long trade around this area if we do get here. But for me, this pivot has to hold. Okay, this 52,000 pivot has to hold, because if that pivot doesn't hold, for me, this I don't think we're gonna hold 49. I think that we're gonna end up breaking 49,000 if we get below 52. I don't want to see it here, guys. Okay, in all honesty, I don't want to see Bitcoin trading there. We are going into our second week of October. US elections next month. I kind of want to, you know, start seeing Bitcoin, you know, show some strength here. Okay, we've been trading in this zone now for like 200 days. Okay, like 6-7 months, guys. I think everyone's getting a little bit tired of it. I want to see Bitcoin putting in strength. I don't want to see this roll over now. Okay, that for me is a bad sign. Okay, I think if this rolls over, yeah, this Bitcoin bull market could be over, guys. Okay, unfortunately, this Bitcoin bull market, if that happens and we fail to hold 56, if we get here and we fail to hold this, for me that is a bearish sign. Okay, you want to see this 4-5 now holding and start pushing the price higher, guys. Okay, this is what I want to see on Bitcoin. However, we are traders. We have to be open to all possible scenarios. Where can we push down to? For me, the next area you're probably looking is this weekly imbalance. Okay, we could come down, you know, all the way down to like 43, 44,000 and start filling this imbalance before pushing higher and then pushing back down. Okay, guys, that's if that happens, for me, you know, I believe Bitcoin is pretty much in a bear market at that point, guys. Okay, if we start moving bearish from here, okay, and we take out 49,000 and start filling this imbalance, for me, I think yeah, I think we're going to drop quite significantly. Okay, will I be a buyer at this point? Yeah, I do expect some support at this point, that's for sure. But I kind of think the bull market is going to be over at that point, guys. We could get a push back to like 57, 58,000 at that point, and then, you know, push back down. We saw this many times, you know, here, and start pushing down. So that's how bear markets are. Bear market rallies are very, very strong rallies. Okay, we pushed from 33 all the way to $50,000. So a big move. You can get big moves like this. So we can get big moves and then push back down. So this is my least favorite scenario. Just like most of you watching, probably, you know, we want to see Bitcoin rallying now. Okay, I'm a long-term holder of Bitcoin. So yeah, guys, that is the scenarios that we have in front of us. Level by level, how many naked point of controls do we have up here, guys? We have the next one we have is 63,000. That kind of lines up with the overall point of control, the range. Okay, so if we line it up, yeah, it kind of lines up with the range point of control. So I think this level can be cracked, guys. I think this level will be cracked, and we get into this imbalance, and then we'll take it step by step. Okay. I mean, I think most of you guys watching the video will probably be long Bitcoin. So we all want to see Bitcoin start pushing higher. October is known for bullish month now, October, November, December. So this is the time Bitcoin should get bullish. The first week of October, everybody's expecting October to be bullish. So what does it do? The market, it does the opposite and, you know, starts going down instead of going higher. So I think since Bitcoin started bearish, you know, we can start, you know, getting a nice rally towards the, you know, mid and end of the month and into the November election. So I fully believe that Bitcoin is going to push higher, but level by level, we have to assess it once we get into to this imbalanced zone, and we are going to take it level by level, guys. Okay, we don't want to start talking about targets towards 44,000. Level by level trading. My bias is still bullish, so I do expect these all-time highs to be taken at some point in the next 3 months. Okay, I'm going to move on to the Nasdaq index. If you watch the video from there, I also expected Nasdaq to come towards this 38245. We didn't quite get into it. We didn't quite hit it. We didn't get into the 4-5. We started bouncing. We front run the 382 and started bouncing from it. I also identified this weekly imbalance level that I said to you guys I expect to get filled, and that imbalance has now been filled, guys. It was this weekly imbalance that I was talking about. We've come and filled it and bounced off really, really bullishly. So we have like a bullish hammer on the weekly here, very, very bullish, because we got non-farm payrolls and unemployment is coming down, non-farm payrolls is going up. Healthy economy, the Fed is cutting into a very healthy economy. So this notion of a recession in the US for me is a load of crap. I don't think we are going into a recession. A lot of people just keep putting out weird videos, man. Like comparing this thing to 2007 and 2001. Like how can you compare this economy to the one in 2007 and 2001? Completely different. Okay, completely different. This is a strong economy, guys. Okay, this is a very, very strong economy. 2007, great financial crisis. Completely different. 2001 was .com. Okay, this is not that scenario. We are getting global liquidity pumping into the markets now. We're cutting into a strong economy. So for me, I think the stock market is going to rally to all-time highs very, very soon. I think Nasdaq, this month I expect Nasdaq to break all-time highs. I really do. I think it will break all-time highs. I think Bitcoin will break all-time highs as well, guys. Okay. Again, I'm expecting continuation to the upside on Nasdaq. If Nasdaq pushes higher, I think Bitcoin will push higher as well and take out that 66,000 pivot that we made. I believe this pivot 20,500 is going to be taken on Nasdaq, and I also believe this pivot subsequently 66.6 will get taken as well. Okay, I think this thing, push down, push back up. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I expect this pivot to be taken, and then Nasdaq towards all-time highs. Okay, if we crash down, and this support zone doesn't hold, the 4-5 that I'm talking about, then we're looking into this imbalanced area. Okay, I'm expecting Nasdaq to come and fill this. This also lines up at the golden pocket zone. So if we start turning over and gets bearish, then yeah, I'm expecting that, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to come down towards these levels, 54, 55, if Nasdaq starts pushing towards this imbalanced area. Do I expect that? That's my least favorite scenario. I'm expecting bullish continuation this week, guys, on the stock markets. S&P 500, if you watched my video from last week, we had this weekly imbalance. We come and filled it. We haven't even touched the 3-8. It's so bullish, guys. Okay, I told you guys this last week. When we were coming down, again, I saw some videos, bearish videos. Oh, this is going to happen. The world is going to end because this Middle East war. Guys, this U.S. stock market does not care about the U.S. war, the Middle Eastern war, guys. This is, if anything, a war happens, this thing would probably be over 6,000. If a war happens, war just means more money printing. So asset prices just go higher and higher. Okay, you can look back throughout history, the wars that the U.S. have had in Afghanistan. The markets have always continued to rally. Okay, guys, remember that. This S&P 500 is extremely bullish. We didn't even come down to the 382 and the 45. Okay, guys, that's how bullish this thing is. Could we come down and test it? Okay, yeah, of course. And I'm gonna long this all day long. Okay, I'll be holding a long-term long position, swing trade long back to all-time highs. I did tell you, if you watched my video from last week, that this supply zone is an area where I'm looking to long. Okay, I'm looking to long this all day long. Okay, correct on top of a previous resistance zone. This is a support, resistance flipped into support. I am long from here. Okay, I'll be looking to take profits probably on Monday morning, but I expect ES, all-time highs, guys. These are all equal highs here, and I expect ES to start pushing and breaking those. That's where I think the liquidity is resting right now. Okay, it's all these equal highs that we have towards the highs here. I think ES is going to push on and take those out, and then we will see what happens after that. Okay, so the plan for this week is I'm already long. I'm already long on Bitcoin. I am already long on NQ, and I'm already long on ES. So I am in long positions. I am looking for ES to take all-time highs. I am expecting Nasdaq to take this pivot, and that's where I'm looking to take profits. And on Bitcoin, I'm looking for this imbalanced area. That's where I'm looking to take my profits, guys. If anything changes, I will obviously reassess. But if ES comes down to this 38245, I'm going to be long in this thing all day long. 100% I'll be long in this. So that's the plan, guys. That's my plan for next week. I am expecting continuation now to the upside after the market dump video. We got that very, very nicely in our favor. Okay, I expected the market to pull back, and that's exactly what we've got. Now I'm expecting bullish continuation into next week. We've got some events happening. We've got FOMC on Wednesday. We've got CPI and PPI Thursday, Friday, guys. They're gonna move. They're market moving events. I believe inflation is just, it's coming down. PPI, I think, is going to keep coming down. Bullish. I think this is going to be bullish for the markets as well. I think we're going to get positive reactions from these news events. So I expect bullish continuation, guys. So, but be careful with these events. They can move the market either way. If inflation comes in a little bit hotter, maybe inflation. Yeah, if inflation comes in hotter than expected, then yeah, 50 basis point rate cut is completely off the table. But if inflation comes in lower than forecast, then yeah, 50 basis point rate cut is on the cards. However, obviously unemployment, we've not got a big uptick on unemployment, and job market is very, very healthy. So they don't want to. I don't think they're going to do another 50. I think they'll do another 25. Okay, guys. I think they'll do another 25, and 225 is what I'm expecting this year, November, December. Could be wrong. We will have to see. I don't think it's going to move the needle that much, whether it's a 55 or a 20. I think they're a little bit overreacting, the markets, to be honest. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen next year with how many cuts we're going to get. But I think, this year we're going to get another 50 basis points of cuts, or 75. I mean, that's not going to really move the needle either way. I think elections and money printing is the thing that's going to move the needle, guys. Okay. All right. Anyways, I don't want to drag this video on for too long. If you want any of our day trades, come and be part of the group. Head over to the website. All the instructions are there. Absolutely free, guys. We are trading futures every single day. So if you want to be part of those, if you want my insights, if you want to know what trades I'm taking every single day, come and be part of the group. We also do long-term investing. It's invaluable, guys. Okay, it's absolutely free. You can join any broker. I'm not telling you who to trade with. Nothing. I'm not an affiliate with anybody, guys. Okay, so go ahead, go and visit the website. Everything is there. Come and be a part of our amazing community. Okay. Anyways, if not anything else, please hit that subscribe button. A lot of effort is put into making these videos for you guys. So please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for future release videos. Every week we do weekly update videos. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out, guys.